have that vision for our lives, when we don't have the goals for our lives, when we don't love ourselves enough, we allow everybody else to dictate what we should do with our lives. And so when you find yourself in a place where a friend is saying, hey, come along, let's do this. But deep down in your heart, a beat of you is saying, I don't want to do this. You have to just stand up and own your voice at that moment. Not yielding to what everybody else wants to do, but really sticking to what you want to do for your life. So I'm going to ask you some questions. What are some of the goals you want to accomplish? What are some of the things that you want to do? Anyone? Any takers? What do you want to become? What do you want to become, in life?
What's your aim?
What are some of the goals that you have? Sure, go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Swastika, and I wish to become a fashion designer and want to recognize my own brand.
Oh, awesome. Because I do image consulting to build confidence for girls, so that's a very great thing, to own your own fashion line. Great. Anybody else? Don't be shy. I will actually be honest with you, I'm a very shy woman, but I had to find the courage to do this. Go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Sakshi Singh, and I want to become a teacher.
You want to become a teacher. Awesome. Empowering other people. Anybody else? Go ahead. What's your name?
My name is Ritu, and I want to become an
electrical engineer. Yeah, we need more women in that field because right now it's only dominated by men, but we have to show them what a man can do, a woman can do better, right? Anybody else? Okay.
My name is Sindhu Singh, and I want to go in army.
You want to join the army? Oh, nice. I don't see many women say they want to join the army, so that's great. Any other person? I want you guys to feel free with me. I'm your sister, so we're building together, we're learning from each other. I learned from my 15-year-old son a lot, and it helps me to really know how to speak to teenagers because sometimes you teenagers don't want to say what's on your mind to mommy or daddy. You keep it to yourself, but you have to be open enough to build a relationship with somebody that you can confide in. It may be your teacher, it may be somebody else in the family, but don't never keep anything inside. Because when you keep things on the inside, it eats you up. And it causes you a lot more pain than you know. And when I was raped at 17, I found myself being at a party where I wasn't supposed to be. My mind told me not to go. But sometimes we don't listen to that inner voice. I disobeyed that inner voice and I had to suffer the consequences. And I did not find myself until I was 41. I'm 47 now. I did not find myself until I was 41. I was in a very abusive relationship, in a marriage where I went from a size 12 to a size 2. I lost 5 pints of blood out of the 8 in my body, and they did not know how I survived. But I told them it was God because God had a mission for me to go out and help single girls and single women and single boys understand what building relationships is all about. It's about loving yourself first. Knowing that people talk about being sexy, but the being sexy is about starting with loving yourself. It's not about the dressing up and allowing the boys to manipulate it and control your mind. Because you see, we women were the ones that God created to help the men. But if we lose ourselves very early, then we're giving up who we are to them. But we have to first of all find and love ourselves. And that love does not happen just on the surface. It has to be from deep within you. Connecting to yourself, embracing those little things that you think are flaws, because those things that we call flaws and weaknesses are actually what holds our strength and help us really discover who we are. Not getting angry when people say things, but looking at everything that is said to you from a different perspective. You may say somebody said something and it's getting me angry. Ask yourself the question, what is this thing that he said to me teaching me about myself? What don't I know about me that I need to know? And what is it teaching me about loving myself and setting boundaries so that people don't come to hurt me, but people come to discover me, embrace me for who I am, and love me for who I am. And it's very, very vital from the age of 15 is when we begin to lose ourselves. I've done research work on when teenage girls really begin to give in to pressure. And this is the age where you're going to have that pressure of a boy looking at you and trying to, figure you out. But you stand for what you want to accomplish first. Your education, your career, loving yourself, being who you are meant to be by God first. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to go from this relationship to that relationship, or somebody abusing you or manipulating you, or putting you in a place where you don't belong. You want to really prepare yourself for the person that God has for you, because that relationship will be the best one that you can have, not the one that ends in 2 years or 3 years and you find yourself crying and being sober and not figuring out and holding yourself from going on your career path, holding yourself from living the best life that you can deserve, but being your own person, focusing on your career, focusing on your goals. I had to, after everything happened to me, go through my master's program. I work full-time in IT as a project manager, business analyst, but I do this on the side so that I can help people really grow, especially girls. We girls are the ones that lose it. We are the ones who give up easily about who we are. And we're the ones who yield to all the peer pressure. But if you stand up for your voice, as you're growing, it's like looking at the caterpillar become a larva, become a butterfly. But always remember, the butterfly never goes back to become a caterpillar. So the more you're growing, you want to emerge into a higher self. You don't want to lose yourself. You want to find yourself and be your own person. You were created, each one of us were created to be unique. And your uniqueness, no one else has it but you. But if you lose your uniqueness to someone because of peer pressure, because you want to fit into, the clique, it will be hard for you to find yourself. Finding oneself is very, very painful. But I want you to preserve yourself so that when you look back, you can say, you know what? I've always stood up for me. What I believe in, believing in myself, trusting myself, loving myself, and not being who somebody else wants me to be, but being my own person, being my own, getting my own confidence, standing in my own self-esteem. Because when you begin to lose yourself, you lose your self-esteem as well. But when you stand up, you're able to hold your head up high, stand tall, and be that happy person, because no one else can make you happy. No one else can love you like you will love yourself. Anyone ask questions? Yeah, so quiet.
If you want, you can ask me.
Ask questions. Any question about life, any question about, growing up, any question about career. Don't be shy.
Any type of question which you faces a problem in day-to-day life, in classroom, individuals.
What are some challenges that you're facing?
Just ask me.
Go ahead.
How we ignore people who tease us?
How
How we ignore people who tease us?
do you ignore people? That's a very good question, because I'm actually dealing with that with my son. He's getting bullied. He's in high school now. He's in first year high school, and he gets bullied. When people tease you, I'll be very down to earth with you. They have some pain in their life. And because they have some pain, they're looking to share that pain with somebody else. So when they tease you, just show them love. Don't get upset. Just ask them what is going on and why you getting angry or upset, or why you being a bully. What's going on? How can I help you become better? How can I share the love that I have with myself with you? And if it's getting too much, don't hold it to yourself. Talk to a teacher. Bring it to the teacher's attention. Because most of the time, students don't want to talk to the teacher about being bullied. But when you keep it to yourself, you hurt yourself more. And you allow the person who's teasing you overpower you. But you have to stand in your own power. So you either talk to a teacher, tell your teacher, I need help, this person is doing this constantly. And they can figure out what's going on with that person and also help them become better. But always show love. Any other questions? I know you have a question. Don't hold it back.
How can we love ourselves?
How can you love yourself? So loving yourself starts with looking at yourself in the mirror every day and telling yourself, I am good enough. Little affirmations, I call them affirmations because it's reassuring yourself. God has already validated you. You don't need anybody else to validate you. So you stand in your own person. Don't think about, I'm not confident enough in myself. Let the negative thoughts out. Self-actualization. Stop criticizing yourself about anything. Stand in the mirror every day and tell yourself, I am good enough. God saw you good enough. He knows you're good enough. But you have to believe in yourself that you're good enough. You have to believe in yourself that you're confident. You have to trust yourself. Loving yourself has to do with not thinking about anything negative, but staying positive all the time and owning your confidence. I know when you get to, the age you're in is when you start to feel afraid of, I might feel, people may make me feel bad. I don't think that's why I keep asking you to ask questions, because part of not asking the question is holding it back, is telling yourself that you're not confident enough. But you are confident. So it's opening up no matter what. The more you open up, the more you learn about yourself from other people around you. We don't know who we are completely. We learn every day in life. So the more you build your self-confidence, not letting anyone put you down, but looking at yourself and know that, yes, I'm good, I'm confident, I'm pretty, I'm just the way I am. Nothing can change me. No one can change me. God created me this way, and I have to really embrace who I am. Every day, take sticky notes. If you have sticky notes, write yourself love letters on the wall. I do it every day. I have when I was healing from all the pain that I had sticky notes all over, and I still sleep with sticky notes and a pen underneath my pillow. So if I have a negative thought, I write down a positive thought every day. I write in my mirror, I am good enough. I am pretty enough. God created me this way. No one can change me. I'm the way I am. I love me for who I am. And whoever has to come into my life has to love me for who I am, not what they want me to be, who they want me to be. So you have to believe in yourself. Every day tell yourself, I believe in myself. I trust myself. I love myself. I'm good enough. You're welcome. Any more questions? You're shaking your head. I know you have one question in there. Any more questions? Was this helpful to you in any way? I'm sorry? So I really want you to think about it every day. Think about it. What do you want to accomplish in life? And where do you want to go? Don't let anyone stop you from getting to where you want to go.
She wants to ask.
Okay, sure.
Ma'am, I'm very shy, and due to this, I lose my very great opportunities. So I want to ask, how can I remove this quality from my life?
So your shyness is part of who you are. You just have to be open up. I'm a shy person. I don't know how I gain confidence to talk, but after I get to talk yesterday, people were like, oh, we heard you talk. And I was like, oh my gosh, you people don't know I'm a shy woman. I'm an introvert, I'm very shy, but you have to just build that confidence in yourself. What makes you want to hold back? You have to ask yourself the question. What makes you want to hold back? And remember this, every time you hold back from speaking out, from interacting with people, you miss an opportunity. An opportunity comes but once. So you don't want to miss opportunities and blessings for your life. You want to be there. Just ask it. Don't even think about what people will say. I always tell myself when I have to ask questions, people think, oh, I always say this. You may think it's a stupid question, but I'm going to ask anyway because I need to gain that knowledge. So if you hold back, you don't gain the knowledge. And every opportunity you miss is an opportunity to gain a knowledge, gain some wisdom that will help you grow. So never hold yourself back. Don't think I'm shy because, I'm getting to be in the midst. We get shy at this age because we don't know what anybody else will say. But never hold yourself back from asking. Find the courage within. It's in here. I know it's in there. You just have to find the courage to get it out.
Can I add something?
Sure.
I have realized I also am very shy. I still am, I think, very awkward to talk and even coming on stage. Though I have taken 5 sessions here already, whenever fact, even when no speakers came in, I chipped in and I took the session. So I know where it comes from. We are scared to be wrong.
Yes.
We are scared to make mistakes. We are scared that if I fumble while I'm standing there, or I can't get the right answer immediately, what will the people think? I have that. Even when I'm standing there, I just feel, oh, suppose I forget, suppose I can't remember, suppose I don't know some answer. That's okay. We are human. We can't know all the answers in the world.
Yes.
And we may know it, but it may not come at that right time.
Yes.
So that is also okay. We are human, right? So we fumble, we will stammer, we will say wrong answers sometimes, or we will not put the answer right, we will pronounce some words wrong. Though we know the right answer, we may not be able to express it correctly. All these things are going to happen, and it's okay.
Yes.
We have been doing all this for so many years, still we fumble, still we fall, still we make mistakes. That's okay. We are human, we are going to keep making those mistakes. So we have to allow ourselves to make mistakes and be okay with it. You're good, that's okay. Everyone makes a mistake.
And your mistakes are not really mistakes.
And they're going to learn. So you will learn next time what I need to take care of.
Yes. Everything we call mistake is not a mistake. And that's it's an experience. So it's an experience that makes you learn more.
Absolutely.
For me now, when I started really speaking, I used to write things down. And like you said, I could stay in front of the stage with my write-up, but I could not read anything if I write it down. Yesterday I wrote things down. I had to throw my paper away. Because we try to perfect ourselves. But there's nobody who's perfect but God. So you have to remember that. We're all going to make mistakes, but we don't have to stay down. We have to get back up and learn from that mistake and become better. And it's not a mistake, it's an experience. An experience that leads to learning, that leads to your growth. So you grow every day. Never be intimidated by anything or anyone. Just know that I'm gaining this experience. It's going to make me become better, that make me become resentful or bitter. And always smile, because your smile will bring it out. Your smile will help you become more comfortable with yourself and embrace yourself. Anyone questions? You all are quiet. Are you always this quiet in class?
They are hesitant actually. They are little hesitant.
Don't hesitate to ask
They are never
because
quiet.
You see them in the school and then you say, I
I know, right? So don't hesitate to ask anything. I'm only here, you only have me for today. So feel free, and I'll give you my email. You all can email me anytime.
Come on, Arushi.
Interaction.
Anjali, come on. Those two, they have put up their questions.
Do you face any problem in the school with your
Are there any challenges you're facing in the school that you want to talk about? Don't think about your teachers
If you want
here.
to complain something about your teachers, you can
that's
comment.
the
I'll send them out. Don't worry.
We did not need to get down. We will only accept
You can
all.
come and tell him my ear. I will ask it on your behalf.
Are there any challenges you face in school or in class or anywhere
That
that
is
you want
just
to
a
talk
joke.
about?
Okay?
Any problem with your cousins, with your friends, with your neighbors, anywhere?
I want to share that on my basis of personality, in my classmates tease me because my tooth are so embarrassing for my look, and they call me rat and all misused words. But I ignore them and feel after that I feel that why they call me that, because in all class they always tease me, so I feel very bad. But now I want to tell that after your session I'm feeling confident that I will tell them that I am good.
Yes.
See my things.
That's very nice. That is very nice, because you know what? The students that they tease most, I was teased a lot when I was in high school. The students that they tease most are always the most successful ones. So they're going to look at you later, maybe in a few years, and they're going to be like, oh, we used to tease her, and look at where she is now. But you'll have to build the confidence.
I am a rat for you. I attended this women's forum. Did you?
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
These sessions.
Okay.
Inspire a work they will motivate you. Make a work that inspires you, not let you down. Don't let yourself down. If you let, you will have no one besides you.
Very good. Very good. That's very good. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. There's no one like you. God did not create two people like you. You're unique. And you have to inspire yourself every day. Stand tall. Walk like a model around the room and tell yourself, I am pretty, I am good, and no one is like me. You just have to stand tall.
And I want to add one more thing, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
That, you know why people pull you down? Because you are above them.
Yes.
So understand that. If someone is pulling you down, you are any which ways above them.
And never stoop low to their level.
Yeah. So keep your level. Never tease them back. Okay, you're not worth it.
No.
And feel compassion for them.
Yeah.
That they are hurting inside and they are feeling jealous or insecure because they are down and you are smart. So that's why they want to bring you down. So send them love and compassion.
Yes.
You know, God bless you. Whenever anyone teases you, just turn around and say, God bless you. Best thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I tell my son every day. He comes back and he's like, Mom, I don't want to talk about it. Somebody said something bad. I said, did you show them love? Did you tell them I love you still? And he started to do that, and then they started changing towards him. And then they started asking him, what's giving him the confidence? And he said, my mom teaches me. So you have to learn to build it. Every day, just look at them and say, I still love you anyway. Just show them love and be you. Be you. Any more questions? I really want to hear from you at the back. You guys are like quiet at the back.
I want to give a suggestion to you. Could you speak to them about good touch and bad
About,
good touch and bad touch?
yeah, that is very important. Thank you for bringing that up. So when it comes to touching, never let anyone touch your private parts. They can touch you lightly on your arm, but if they grab you, if somebody opposite sex grabs you, scream for help. Report that person. It's okay to hug lightly, but if it's too tight of a hug, no, it's a no-no. Touch is good when it's light, but if it's grabbing you and touching you in places where they're not supposed to touch, report to a teacher, report to a parent, report to an aunt, report to somebody older than you. But never let anyone touch you in a place where it's not meant to be. I was molested prior to being raped, and I did not really like it.
Yeah.
And so it was somebody that we knew in the family, but nobody will believe. Originally I'm from Nigeria, and nobody will believe you as a teenager when you say certain things, because they look at you that you're in that age where you're going to explore. But you have to be able to speak up for yourself, even if they don't believe you. I still have challenges with my family now where they're struggling with the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing, but they still wanted me to be in an abusive place. And I said, no, God took me out. If God did not want me to be out, I'll still be there. But God took me out so I can help other people that are going through it, or girls that are going to have to face some of these challenges, to help you learn to protect yourself. If anyone wants to touch you, kiss you, it's a no-no. Because you're in the purity age now. You're in the purity age.
Even your family members.
Even your family members, because family members will try it.
Yeah.
But you have to protect, you're in the purity state. Your body is a temple. And you have to honor your temple. Never let anyone, contaminate your temple. You have to stand in your temple and own it. If they want to touch you, scream for help. If they try to make an attempt, report to somebody who's older. Report to a teacher if you cannot report to a parent. Report to an uncle or an aunt. But you have to protect yourself, because love always protects. Don't make yourself vulnerable to people touching you. preserve your soul, preserve your temple. Was that helpful?
Yeah, and one more thing. Whenever it is the first time, maybe you will come to know, you have that sixth sense. When you know this, how this touches, even if they catch your hand, you know when it's a good catch and when it's with a bad intention. So stop it right there. Don't wait for him to, or her, whoever it is, to from here to move somewhere else. Even when you feel that here it is wrong, stop it right there. Because when we don't speak for this, they just fought my hand. They get more bold and they will try something more always after that. So at the first instance only, put a stop there very strictly right there. No. And I'm going to scream and I'm going to...
Yeah. And you will know because your heart will skip a bit.
Yes.
Your heart will skip once you feel that touch. You're going to jump. Yeah. And once you jump, just scream for help. Don't even tell them, because sometimes when you say I'm going to scream, they grab you more. So once you feel that touch, scream help. Scream help and report it. Report it to somebody who's older so that they can help you out. You don't want to keep it to yourself because you're going to keep hurting yourself when you think about that memory. But if you get help, you can become better at recovering from that situation. But don't let it wait. Just scream for help and don't let anyone touch you or take advantage of you.
And there is a report that 90% of women are molested within their houses.
Yes. And that's very true. And when it happens, we don't report it because they threaten us.
We are so close relatives, we are embarrassed to say, and whom should we say? It happens.
Exactly.
Your own uncles, aunties, grandparents.
Yes.
So, but open up and say, don't bear it.
Don't be intimidated by them. Speak out, get the help, because these people know what they're doing. Yeah. And they're gonna go do it to somebody else. But once you speak out, you prevent them from hurting somebody else along the way. So always speak out for yourself. Don't hold anything back. When you hold back, it hurts you. Like I said, I was raped at 17. I did not talk about it until I was 41. So all the pain that I carried was really making me make bad choices and got me into the bad relationship. But if I had spoken out and I had gotten help, it wouldn't have happened that way. So I really want to encourage you. Speak out, get help, get support with anything that you need. Don't feel shy, don't feel embarrassed. Be willing to get help. Every woman is like you, and we've all gone through, the older women have gone through what you're going to experience. And so we know those things that you will experience, but when you ask us, we're able to really empower you with the knowledge and help you get there. Any other questions?
I want to add one more thing.
Okay.
Because this is coming up so live for me. I'm feeling like I'm one of them. Because, okay, one more thing happens is when we tell the elder women, sometimes, when I was a child and I shared it with my family, they told me it's okay, these things happen. You have to bear it. Women go through all this. No, we don't have to go through all this.
Yes.
We have to adjust. होता है, हर घर में होता है. You will be told that. No, we don't have to. हर घर में नहीं. होता होगा, but हम नहीं होने देंगे. We won't allow that. So, I went through an abusive marriage and I had to stand up and fight for myself all alone because my family said, हर घर में होता ही होता है. वहीं शादी किया, वहीं से वहीं मरना. And I walked out of the marriage. I said, no, I'm not going to abuse. I can't take abuse. You know? So it took me 12 years to master that courage.
Yeah.
But you all don't do it because so today we are there. There was no one behind us to support us. We had to, struggle on our own. But we are all there for you. So you all can stand up and you all must do it. Yes.
Because we have our own respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's our self-respect. When someone is abusing us, we
lose ourselves.
We lose ourselves. We lose our self-respect. We lose our self-love. Then we start hating ourselves for allowing them to do it. We feel guilty. We think हमने ही कुछ किया होगा इसलिए they are doing that. All those thoughts come, which is wrong. No,
Yeah.
We are not wrong. They are wrong. They are the bad ones. So we have to fight that. Yeah. Don't blame yourself. In India, everywhere I see, they blame the girl.
Yeah, they always blame the
They
girl.
always blame the girl. Short
They don't blame the
clothes,
man.
alcohol, you did this, you did that, why you went late at that's all bullshit.
And that happened to me because when I stepped out, when I decided I was leaving my marriage, they were asking me, "Are you with another man?" And I said, "I lost blood. I'm in the hospital getting treatment. I'm trying to recover from, losing myself." Because he was about to commit me into a mental home, even though I wasn't mental. He was going to put me in a mental home so that I don't have a life again. But I stood up and I said, "I'm coherent. I'm not mental. I still have myself together." And because I stood up for myself, everybody thought he was the one telling the truth and I was the one telling the lie. And it still has that conflict going on in my family now where I don't get their support as much as I want their support. But you know what? For God to save me, He has a calling on my life, which is this. And so I don't look at what they think because they're not me. You have to have your own voice and not let anyone stop you. I watched my mother go through it, and she never really got help. And so I think because of her experience, she wanted me to also experience it because she hasn't healed, but every day I pray that God heals her and helps her get, out of, because it conditions you and it creates all these limited beliefs about who you truly are. And it's making you live a make-believe world that you were never meant to live in. So don't let anyone say, stay there or endure the pain. No. God did not create us to stay in an abusive situation. He created us to have the best life. And if we allow people to rob us of that best life because we want to let them control us, we will never really fulfill the purpose that we were created for. So you have to stand up for you every time. Don't think about what people will say or think because people would always have something to say or think. But you have to think about you and do the best thing for you so that you can have the best life and you can be successful and fulfill the purpose for which you were created. Has this been
Very enlightening.
I'm sorry?
Very enlightening.
Okay. I really look forward to coming back to India and doing more with girls and boys. Boys also need it because they really don't have that courage to have somebody really guide them. Men teach boys to be ego-driven and egoistical, then teach them how to love from their own true state of existence. What men teach boys is to, the ego. And it's not about the ego, it's about learning to be their own person because ego is just a facade of who we truly are. And when we allow ourselves to become ignorant and allow our ego to drive us, we don't really live, we just exist. So I'm looking to come back to India and do this more often with girls and boys and parents because parents also need it. There are parents, some of us parents have gone through this and we've not been able to speak out to get the help that we need. So we can't really speak to our children about it because we're going through that pain right now that we haven't healed from. So it's about helping, and I started a non-profit called Love Not Hurt. What we do is promote self-development. We equip the children, we equip the parents so that they can build healthier relationships and become less toxic in their own environments. So thank you so much for, allowing me to come in and be part of your lives and encouraging you. And I hope that, we will build this relationship going forward, not just for this talk, but for the rest of our lives, and we can continue to be there for each other.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can we put
I like to take pictures with all of you.
Yami, I just wanted to ask you, would you like to come to our school sometime?
Whenever you visit
Yes,
India,
yes, definitely.
yes, it is just
Airport only.
airport only.
Okay.
Near Dwarka, it is in very near to airport.
So if I can get your information when next I'm in India, I can
Definitely.
come down and come to the school and have maybe a 2-day or a 3-day with you.
Yeah.
Let me try and get one of the photographers to take a group picture.
I take a lot of parenting lectures in school.
Thank you so much.
And I feel
What
we
you like?
started educating the parents.
Okay.
Yeah, it is very, very important. What? Do report it. But there is the risk.
Yeah, sometimes you report to your parents and they don't listen to you. Don't hold on to it. If you report to a parent and they don't listen, just go report to a teacher.
This is such a bad situation.
मैं तो आया हुआ था
They do the same thing.
Anybody who believes.
Anybody who believes in you, just report to them.
यस श्योर व्हाई नॉट मोबाइल पढ़ लो जी
चलो सर
ठीक है बाहर
No one please.
लॉक कर दे गिर जाएगा और कमले के पास कर दे बुके के
Don't hide behind. Let's stand where we can see each other. So that was
So close to my heart. No, I just she is so very well.
This happens with so many years.
Speakers can have a seat.
Sorry?
Speakers can have a seat.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Everyone was speaking.
Please move this side.
हाँ, मैं भी दे दूँ मेरा मोबाइल भैया इधर को
इधर इधर
Either.
लो जी
And this will be on Facebook, right?
everywhere. नीरज नहीं
Thank you.
You're from Bangalore? I'm from Mumbai. So actually I'm not
South में आया है.
workshops and seminars.
I will come back. I'll come back to you and spend time with you guys. Let me take a selfie with him. Where's the shy one? I want to take a selfie with the shy one. Let me take a selfie with you.
Actually, I've exhausted my cards. I've exhausted all my cards. Was there, but I think I have one which is I'm also the chairperson of the
Alright, come.
We can have just a quick
We'll take a think of that.
All right, come on. Let's do the selfie.
We can take photo and give it.
Even this week, she can show.
You can check on the website also.
Give those two cards together.
See only days.
Come take some selfies. You don't want to take selfies with me?
Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, I'm reading the book also. But you have my daughter.
I took it last time.
Awesome. Yeah, we want everybody to come back.
We all have so much stories with it.
But you know, we can't give it to
learn to
ourselves.
speak up.
We have, yeah, we have to.
With your story, other people will not be sure.
Yeah.
Advantage on some. Day before yesterday, somebody told me my daughter is going through some problem. She said, no, let us stay there and face it.
I speak with people all over the world. I left in winter. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have anything. And I was looking for a place to stay. So I drove and I said, God, if you really want to be with me in this journey, you have to find a place for me. And I got to the apartment I used to live in. They had 3 people in front of me. And they said, it's going to take 72 hours to really find out if you can get this apartment. But she said, it's yours. And I started with her and I shared with her. And she gave me the apartment. I didn't have a security deposit. And that was how I started this journey.
But I've seen one thing that when you show courage and
Support you, yes.
and then you feel if you're not good. No, I've always said whenever you want anything, whether it's money, you want a friend, you want a house, you want a 1 square meal, there's someone who will give it.
Yes.
In whoever color, shape, size,
It will come to you.
it will come to you.
Protection without.
But the world teaches us otherwise. That's why we have to be there for each other.
It's very important for women to stand for each other. The idea was,
Yeah,
and that is, I always tell women, leave your jealousy, leave that
Official place. Boss, he won't trouble with that. Being a lady, she will say, I have done this, why not you for this? If you have this, jealousy.
We don't have to be insecure. We all live our own selves. We all set something. We all have our own energy.
Earlier, the post was crowded on this because now when you can earn for yourself, why take any good?
I'm going to definitely come back.
Yes.
Because my heart is here. My heart is here to help women. I see women going through a lot here, and my heart is really here.
It's times are very, very bad.
The more we can light,
Yes.
spread the light.
Well, yeah.
Nice meeting you, ma'am.
Same here.
Nice meeting all of you.
Thank you.
Hey girls, have a good life. All the best to all of you.
Thank you, lovely.
Thank you. Bye, bye. Where's that shy girl? What's sitting next to me?
Thank you so much. You're so much welcome. Your teachers have my information, so if you want to contact me, feel free to email me or WhatsApp. Yeah. Thank you.
नहीं है अभी।
वो कहाँ कितना जो यहाँ पे वीडियो कर रहा था?
पता नहीं।
राज ले जा।